Albuquerque! It's time to get loud! Say it with me! This is Monster Jam!
We're not nameless, we're not faceless, we
The first competition of the afternoon is Monster Jam JCB Racing. All 8 trucks have been seeded into the bracket based on a random draw. So coming up first, these Monster Jam superstars will race head to head with the fastest 4 winners advancing to the semi-final round. So, Albuquerque, are you ready for Monster Jam JCB Racing?
Kicking things off, it's Corey Rummel, Earthshaker. Facing off against Devin Winfield, Velociraptor. Devin Winfield, Velociraptor. Once again, that winner of the round 1, the first race, goes to Devin Winfield, Velociraptor. Continuing on with Ashley Sanford, Megalodon. And her challenger, Berto Trevino, Monster Mutt Rottweiler. Albuquerque, that one was too close to call. We're going to kick it up to the super glue glued to the action replay to review whose BKT tires crossed that finish line first. Your winner, Berto Trevino, Monster Mutt Rottweiler. After a very close race, ultimately that winner was Berto Trevino, Monster Mutt Rottweiler. Continuing on with our next matchup, Weston Anderson, Gravedigger. Going up against Tim Hall Jr., Jurassic Attack. Anderson, Gravedigger. Once again, that winner, Weston Anderson, Gravedigger. Final matchup in round one of JCB Racing. We got Brianna Mahan, Scooby-Doo. Going head-to-head against Cody Saucier, Dragon. Another close race here in round one. Super glued to the action replay. By a hair, Cody Saucier, Dragon. Monster Jam fans, let's take a look at the bracket to see where each of our drivers stand in pursuit of the first 8 points of the night. So the first matchup we saw was Earthshaker against Velociraptor, with Velociraptor taking the win, moving on to those semifinal round. Megalodon going up against Monster Mutt Rottweiler, a close race, but ultimately it went to Berto Trevino, Monster Mutt Rottweiler. The matchup between Weston Anderson in Gravedigger and Jurassic Attack. Tim Hall Jr., the black and green wrecking machine, emerged victorious in that final matchup. The nail biter just now by a hair between Scooby-Doo and Dragon, Cody Saucier and Dragon. Moving on to the semifinals.
This is the Monster Jam JCB Racing Semi-Final round. The fastest 4 drivers of the event have advanced to this round, and the winners will continue on to the finals to compete for the first 8 points of the event and the racing win. So Albuquerque, are you ready for more Monster Jam JCB Racing?
We got our first matchup in the semifinals. The driver from Las Vegas, Nevada. We got Devin Winfield in Velociraptor going head-to-head against the driver from Corpus Christi, Texas, Berto Trevino, Monster Mutt Rottweiler. Your winner, Devin Winfield, Velociraptor. Who will be joining Devin Winfield and Velociraptor in the JCB Racing Finals? Will it be the driver that hails from Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, Weston Anderson in Gravedigger? Or will it go to the driver from Lafayette, Louisiana, Cody Saucier, Dragon? Your winner, Cody Saucier, Dragon. And Impressive rollover and a save, though, from Weston Anderson and Gravedigger coming around that final turn. As you can see right now, facing off against Velociraptor will in fact be Cody Saucier, Dragon.
It's time for the Monster Jam JCB Racing Final Round. The winner of this race will take the first 8 points of the event and the racing win. So Albuquerque, are you ready to meet your racing finals contenders?
Hailing from Las Vegas, Nevada, here in his second season of Monster Jam, representing Team Throttle Monster, Devin Whitfield, Velociraptor. And his challenger from Lafayette, Louisiana, the 2023 Arena Racer of the Year, Cody Saucier, Dragon. Another close race. Super glue, glued to the action replay. Your winner, Devin Whitfield, Velociraptor. Securing the first 8 points of the event. And not only that, with that racing win, he has now jumped to second place in overall series points. Let's hear it again. Devin Winfield in Velociraptor, setting himself up for success going into our next phase of the competition, which of course is going to be our two-wheel skills challenge. He's made it to the JCB Racing Finals this weekend, but this is the first time he has walked away with the win.
Devin, congratulations. You got a JCB Racing win just in time to close the weekend. And, not sure if you're aware, but you are now second in points for our series.
Yeah, it's been a rough couple weeks, man. I feel like I lost my game in racing. Hats off to Cody Saucier, man. That guy is literally why I'm here right now. I followed his career path. He is my hero, and I can't believe I just came out on top against him. Albuquerque, are you guys having fun right now or what?
You got this gigantic smile on your face, this great energy right all inside of you. How are we going to use that in the two-wheel skills challenge?
I'm just going to come out here and have some fun. That's what I'm going to do. It doesn't matter anymore. Racing's the only part I'm in control of. Now it's up to you Monster Jam fans. But hats off to Team Throttle Monster, Mason, Kylie, freaking Travis, everybody. Thank you guys so much. Paul, everyone for letting me do this. I get to live my dream because of you guys, the Monster Jam fans. From a fan to the fans. Thank you guys. You ready for some more?
Congratulations one more time. Devin Winfield in Velociraptor taking the first 8 points of this afternoon's event. But now 1 point behind, you got Cody Saucier in Dragon with 7. And then rounding out that top 4, Weston Anderson in Gravedigger. And then Berto Trevino, Monster Mutt Rottweiler, each with 4 points going into our second phase of the competition. Now that second competition is going to be our 2-wheel skills challenge, where each driver is going to have 2 attempts to showcase their biggest and best moves just on 2 BKT tires, or sometimes even 1 BKT tire, so you gotta keep an eye out. And for all of those moves, let's take it up to the video board to hear from our Monster Jam superstars.
Bicycle is whenever you get the truck on the side 2 tires and you ride it on those 2 tires, just like a bicycle.
Monster Jam fans, I'm hanging here right now with 2 Monster Jam fans. We got Alejandro and Camilla, and they've been to Monster Jam before, and they have some thoughts on some of our drivers. So Alejandro, what did you just think of the racing competition?
It was really good, but like Gravedigger when he fell, it was kind of funny.
Right? It was cool. He did a full rollover and then continued on with the race. Now, Camilla, you were telling me you have a favorite Monster Jam truck. Who's your favorite?
The unicorn, but she got a beautiful horn.
Oh my goodness, the unicorn, the Sparkle Smash. And she does have a beautiful horn. And you know what? That horn actually sprays confetti. So it's really, really cool. So Monster Jam fans, since the 2 of you have been here before, you have your favorites. I'm going to turn it up to the video board. We're going to play a game called Monster Jam Trivia. And if you get the answer right, I'm going to send the 2 of you home with the prize. All right, let's take it up to the video board.
Hey Monster Jam fans, it's Weston Anderson here, and it's time for some Monster Jam Trivia. Who are the names of the tombstones on the side of my Gravedigger truck? Is it A, my friends? B, the trusty grader who's taking down the competition? C, my favorite snacks? Or D, the drivers who have driven Gravedigger? If you know the answer, I want you to shout it out. Let me hear you make some noise.
All right, so before we ask Alejandro and Camilla, what do you guys think it is? Albuquerque, yell out your answer. I'm hearing a couple of C's, his favorite snacks. I don't know if that's right. Let's turn back around, guys. I'm going to let you talk to your sister for 1 quick second. Ask her really quickly what she thinks the answer is. What do you guys think it is? This is a very intense conversation. Brother and sister moment right now. His back is even turned. He's like, I'm not going to give it away just yet. All right, and time is up. Alejandro, stand on this side of me. Was it A, B, C, or D?
B.
B, do you agree with your brother?
B.
B, let's see if they're right.
If you guessed B, you got the right answer. Now, time for more Monster Jam.
You got it right. congratulations. So guess what? I'm going to send you home with something extra special. You actually can't take it home. Oh, Taylor, thank you very much. Bam! This is exclusive access to our Monster Jam post-event meet and greet. So you can actually meet with all of our amazing Monster Jam superstars. You can go get their autographs, take some pictures, and you get to meet Weston Anderson in Gravesdigger. You're shaking your head a lot. How do you feel about this?
Cool.
It's really cool to you. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Yeah, Monster Jam fans, they're going home a winner. Give it up for Alejandro and Camilla here at Monster Jam. It is officially time for our two-wheel skills challenge. But before that, you can see up there, we're going to put that QR code back up there just for 1 second. Because if you guys want to participate in the post-event meet and greet, tickets will be available while supplies last until halftime. So we'll keep that up there for 1 quick second so that you guys are able to take advantage of it if you do want to participate in the post-event meet and greet. And then, of course, we're going to jump into our next phase of the competition, which is, in fact, our two-wheel skills challenge. Remember, our drivers have 2 attempts to showcase their biggest and best moves just on 2 wheels. But Taylor, we got to remind them what they need to do at judgeszone.com.
Well, fans, start by taking out your smartphones because there's going to be another QR code that you can scan on the video board, and it will take you straight to judgeszone.com. Once you get there, you'll type in the city code, which is ALB, press submit, and then it's where you get to score. Just slide the BKT tire up or down and land on a score you think each and every driver deserves. You'll press submit to lock in your score, and then it's going to start adding up everyone's scores here in the arena alongside our expert judge. So, Albuquerque, who's ready for the two-wheel skills challenge?
Starting things off, it's Corey Rummel, Earthshaker. Scoring is now open at judgeszone.com. Give it up for Corey Rummel in Earthshaker. He's going to be setting the bar for his fellow competitors. 2 solid attempts. The first one was a popper. The second one you see up there on the video board is what we call a stoppie. And then he kicks it into reverse up the ramp. Scores are locked in. Let's see what you guys thought of this one. A 7.140, so that's going to be the score to beat in the two-wheel skills challenge. 1 competitor down, 7 to go. Ready to take a bite out of the competition. It's Ashley Sanford, Megalodon. Cradling it on those back two BKT tires. Getting the wheelie up the ramp, through the elevated obstacle, and back down the other side.
Put your hands together for Ashley Sanford, Megalodon. Scoring is open at judgeszone.com. Let's take off those phones, everybody. What'd you think? You got 10 seconds left.
Super glue glued to the action replay. That first attempt on those back two BKT tires was something. She found the controls she needed to bring it up the ramp and back down the other side. And then that second attempt, of course, was a popper. Score to beat is Earthshaker, a 7.140. The score for Megalodon is a 7.151. New leader, new score to beat, Ashley Sanford, Megalodon. Lots more competition coming your way in the two-wheel skills challenge. Remember, each driver gets those 2 attempts, and we're looking for some variety here. So stoppies, poppers, wheelies, moonwalks, so much more. And now coming to the track right now, we got Tim Hall Jr., Jurassic Attack.
Let's give it up for Tim Hall Jr., Jurassic Attack. Go to judgeszone.com to lock in your score. There he is.
Gets the popper for the first attempt. Second attempt, looked like he might have been a little out of control, but he saved it on the nose, finds that balancing point, walks it forward, walks it back, kicks it into reverse. Impressive stuff. How did that translate into scores, though? Megalodon is a score to beat, a 7.151. The score for Jurassic Attack is 7.832. 7.832. That means we got a new leader and a new score to beat here in the two-wheel skills challenge. Making her way onto the track, searching for Scooby snacks. It's Brianna Mahal and Scooby-Doo.
noise for Brianna Mahan, Scooby-Doo. Take out those phones, lock in your scores. Got about 10 seconds left. Remember, this is what makes Monster Jam special. You fans have a say-so in who wins, so let's lock it in.
Two of those stoppies. The first one, she took up the ramp and through the elevated obstacle. Second one, just did the stoppie, tried to go into reverse, didn't quite get there. But a really nice attempt overall. Scores are locked in for Brianna Mahan, Scooby-Doo, a 6.335. Again, a 6.335 for Brianna Mahan in Scooby-Doo. We got 4 competitors down, 4 to go in the two-wheel skills challenge. Sitting pretty at the top, though, Tim Hall Jr. Jurassic Attack, a 7.832. But we still got 4 more competitors remaining here in the two-wheel skills challenge. Now, Monster Jam fans, I do want to talk about something that's really important to us. Here throughout Monster Jam, we have a very unique partnership with St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, and we do ask that all of our fans help us combat pediatric cancer. And what we're doing is, if you guys are interested in donating, you can actually scan the QR code right over here. Scan the QR code, and a screen will pop up that features all of our Monster Jam superstars that are here this afternoon. If you make a donation to St. Jude, you can actually decide which Monster Jam superstar you want to make that donation on behalf of, because at the end of the event, we're going to crown one of them the St. Jude Ambassador of the event. And right now, Devin Winfield in Velociraptor is currently in the lead with the most donations to his name. So we want to thank you guys so much for participating in this really amazing fundraiser and helping us combat pediatric cancer. And with that, coming up next is the leader right now in St. Jude Ambassador Program, Devin Winfield, Velociraptor.
And that will do it for Devin Winfield in Velociraptor. Let's make some noise. You got to score at judgeszone.com. Got about 10 seconds left. Oh, he still threw the steering wheel out the window. I guess he doesn't need it right about now, Christina.
He never seems to need that steering wheel. I will say, Taylor, while he was in the popper, it did sound like that truck lost power, which caused it to actually flip over in slow motion, which is what we just witnessed. But solid first attempt with that popper. The second attempt right there, he found the balancing point. And then from there, you know, that flip over. But he was able to take the steering wheel out the window like he's been doing throughout the event this weekend. So let's take a look at the video board right now. A 7.715 for Devin Winfield in Velociraptor. So that's second place for him going into the next phase of the competition. So right now, second place for Devin Winfield in Velociraptor. But Tim Hall Jr. Jurassic Attack sitting pretty at the top. That 7.832 still remains the score to beat.
All right. right, everybody. I've got Hazel here with me. Hazel was having such a blast. Hazel, you want to wave hi to everyone? There it is. All right, we're going to play a game, you and I, all right? It's called the Monster Jam Helmet Shuffle. It's pretty simple. All right, let's take a look up at the video board. We've got 3 helmets there and 1 trophy. Do you see that trophy hiding around?
Okay.
All right, in a moment, the helmets are going to drop and shuffle, and you have to keep your eye on the helmet that's holding the trophy. Sound good? All right, here, go ahead and stand up so you can see a little better. And they're getting ready. We're going to lift them up and drop them. It's in the center right now. Keep your eye on it, Albuquerque. All right. We got helmet number 1, helmet number 2, or helmet number 3. I hear everyone shouting out a bunch of different things. So let's take a poll. How about that, Hazel, all right? Make some noise if you think it's under helmet number 1. That wasn't a lot of noise. Okay, how about helmet number 2? Not a lot of noise at all. What about helmet number 3? Okay, which helmet do you think it's under, Hazel?
1.
She still thinks it's 1. She's like, I don't know. I'm not believing everybody else. I'm going to go with 1. All right, Hazel, let's find out. Oh, no. All right, let's keep watching. And it's not under helmet number 2. I think that means the crowd was right. It was under helmet number 3. Aw, but everyone, look at Hazel. Isn't she such a sweetheart? What do you think? How about since all of you got it right, we still give Hazel the prize? Does that sound good? Awesome. So you're going to go home with a prize, a Megalodon plushie. Take that. How's that sound?
Good.
Good. Everyone make some noise for Hazel. Wait, bye.
Albuquerque, get ready. It's time for Dragon 2-wheel skills.
Cody Saucier with the combo for that first attempt. He got 1 attempt down, 1 to go.
Put those hands together for Cody Saucier, Dragon. Let us know what you thought at judgeszone.com. Got about 5 seconds remaining to score.
First attempt was a solid one. Goes on those back 2 BKT tires, wheelies it up and through the elevated obstacle, and then into a stoppie, and then back up the ramp. Second attempt, he was going for that big air into the stoppie. Didn't quite get the vertical positioning. But let's see what you guys thought score-wise. They are locked in at judgeszone.com. A 7.424. So second place currently for Cody Saucier, Dragon. Making his way onto the track. Get ready to bark. Get ready to howl. Because coming up next, it's Berto Trevino, Monster Mutt Rottweiler.
Put those paws together for Berto Trevino, Monster Mutt Rottweiler. Scoring is open for about 15 more seconds. There he is. Let him hear you, Albuquerque. And then lock in those final scores.
Two poppers there in the center of the elevated obstacle. The first one, he actually walked forward and down the opposite side. What you guys think of that? Scores are locked in, judgeszone.com. A 6.696. Sixth place currently then for him in the two-wheel skills challenge. We got one more competitor remaining. Making his way down the tunnel, the black and green wrecking machine, Weston Anderson, Gravedigger. Great control on that first attempt. The popper slides it down the ramp, smooth as butter, back up the other side, kicks it on the back to BKT tires.
Make some noise for Weston Anderson, Gravedigger. And it is time to score at judgeszone.com, everybody. It's your final opportunity to score for this competition.
First attempt, I said it before, a solid one. Really great control with that popper. Walks it across, brings it down the ramp, and then kicks it into reverse on those back to BKT tires. Let's see though, was it enough to take over the top spot? That was currently held throughout the majority of the event by Tim Hall Jr. in Jurassic Attack, the 7.832. The score for Gravedigger is 8.374. Winner of the two-wheel skills challenge, Weston Anderson, Gravedigger. 8 points to his total score added in pursuit of the BKT Overall Event Championship. He's been unstoppable this weekend in the two-wheel skills challenge, claiming all four this weekend in Albuquerque. Come on, Monster Jam fans, get loud!
Weston, when it comes to the two-wheel skills challenge and coming out last, you really have to do something to put on an amazing performance for everyone, to outdo everyone, and I think you did that.
You know, I was shaking in my boots a little bit. We had a bunch of good two-wheel skills runs out here. Hey, the red headlights and Gravedigger, we got them today, baby. Got that two-wheel skills win, undefeated this weekend in two-wheel. I love it, man. We got one more competition left. I crashed this thing once already tonight. Hey, why not crash it again?
Why not, indeed? It's Sunday, fun day. So let's get everyone in here amped up for freestyle, which is coming up next.
Absolutely. Albuquerque, I need all of you guys, girls, boys, girls, anybody. It doesn't matter. You guys need to get on your feet whenever every single one of these trucks hits the track for freestyle. And I need you guys to scream to the top of your lungs, because the louder you guys are, the crazier we get, baby. Come on, let me hear you, Albuquerque!
Congratulations one more time, Weston Anderson, taking the fourth and final Two-Wheel Skills Challenge win. Listen, I hope you guys are having a great time with us. We're going to take a little break right now. It is officially halftime, but before we do, take a look at the BKT overall event leaderboard. Right now, you got Dragon and Velociraptor both tied with 13 points going into Monster Jam Freestyle. And of course, Weston Anderson in Gravedigger with 12, rounding out the top three going into our final phase of the competition. And all that and more is coming up when we come back. But right now, enjoy halftime.
We have reached the pinnacle of the event. It's time for Monster Jam Freestyle. And howl for Berto Trevino, Monster Mutt Rottweiler. Scoring is open at judgeszone.com. Go ahead and lock in those scores, everybody.
With 1 second remaining, that puppy rolled on over. But not after an awesome freestyle run, some big air, some mixed in with some of those technical moves. We saw those poppers in there as well. Even some donuts towards the end of that freestyle run. So get those scores locked in, judgeszone.com. And let's turn our attention up to the video board. A 7.043, again a 7.043. So that's going to be the score to beat in the freestyle competition. So for those of you having a great time with us this afternoon, we got to remind you that Monster Jam World Finals is coming up. So it's our biggest event of the year, and we truly would love to see each and every one of you there. So you got to mark your calendars. It's July 4th and 5th in Salt Lake City, Utah, in partnership with the Utah Sports Commission. And I've said it before, and I will say it again. It really is the biggest and brightest event all year long. We got over 40 Monster Jam superstars at the pit party. You get to meet and greet with all of them, get up close and personal with your favorite Monster Jam trucks like Gravedigger, Megalodon, the new Sparkle Smash, and of course, even the new Classroom Crusher. So make sure you go to MonsterJam.com for all the details. But before he leaves the track, Monster Jam fans, can we bark and howl for Berto Trevino, Monster Mutt Rottweiler? Yeah, Taylor, go ahead. Yeah.
All right, Monster Jam fans, take a look up at the video board. Let's see how perceptive you are. I'm going to give you some clues, and I want you to shout out the name of the Monster Jam truck. appearing on the screen. This Monster Jam truck is known as the Black and Green Wrecking Machine. This Monster Jam truck was created in 1982 by Dennis Anderson. I hear some folks shouting it out. If you know it, shout it out. That's right, it's Gravedigger, everybody. You guys are pretty good at this. Let's hear it if you're ready for more freestyle.
Representing Team Throttle Monster, Corey Rummel, Earthshaker. Clock is paused, 22 seconds. It looks like he's able to reflyer.
Make some noise for Corey Rummel, Earthshaker. Shaking it up out here on the track. Big air. I heard a lot of wows from you fans, so let's make sure the scores reflected at judgeszone.com.
Corey Rummel, a little extra pep in his step out there right now during that freestyle run. Really great start to the competition. Remember, we started with a Monster Mutt Rottweiler 7.043 as the score to beat. Let's see what you guys thought of Earthshaker. 7.413. So that means we got a new leader and a new score to beat. Ready to attack the track. Coming up next, Tim Hall Jr., Jurassic Attack.
for Tim Hall Jr., Jurassic Attack. Let's go ahead and lock in those scores. There he is down here on the track. Let's give him some love.
That was a full throttle freestyle from Tim Hall Jr. in Jurassic Attack. He left it all out there on the line. Technical moves, big air, nice variations from Tim Hall Jr. in Jurassic Attack. Score to beat is Earthshaker with a 7.413. The score for Jurassic Attack is 8.034. New leader, new score to beat in Monster Jam Freestyle. 3 competitors down, 5 to go. Now jumping at the top, we got Tim Hall Jr. in Jurassic Attack. Can he maintain the lead? We're going to have to wait and see because, as I said, we have several more competitors coming up next.
All right, I'm here with Araya and Anna, and you two have been having so much fun throughout this event. Do you think you'd like to play a game with me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, in unison, yeah. All right, well, we're gonna play some Monster Jam trivia, all right, girls? So let's take a look up at the video board and see what driver and what question we got.
Hey, Monster Jam fans, it's Brianna Mahan, and it's time for some Monster Jam trivia. How do you start a Monster Jam Prep? Is it A, parking? B, a dedicated switch? C, a phone app? Or D, by saying please? If you know the answer, let me hear it.
All right, girls, what is the answer?
B.
B.
They're both saying B. Let's find out. Brianna, what is it?
If you guess B, you got it. Now, time for more Monster Jam.
Great work, girls. You got it right. So you're going home with a prize. You're both going to get these Monster Jam Gravedigger hats. Everyone make some noise for Arya and Anna.
Albuquerque, get ready for Megalodon Freestyle. She's lining up with a Morgan and Morgan backflip ramp. "20 seconds remain. And she lands it.
Albuquerque. That was Ashley Sanford, Megalodon. There it is, some gigantic air. We gotta go and score at judgeszone.com.
Lands that Morgan and Morgan backflip. Fresh off the ramp. Big air, wow moments from Ashley Sanford. Score to beat Jurassic Attack 8.034. The score for Megalodon is 8.940. New leader, new score to beat. Monster Jam fans, we do want to thank you guys so much for participating in our St. Jude Children's Research Hospital fundraising event. I do want to let you guys know that the winner for the second event in a row is Devin Winfield in Velociraptor. So thank you guys so much for helping us raise funds for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Devin Winfield in Velociraptor walking away as our ambassador of the event. Continuing on with our next competitor in Monster Jam Freestyle, Brianna Mahan, Scooby-Doo.
Monster Jam fans, make some noise for Brianna Mahan, Scooby-Doo. It's time to score at judgeszone.com. Let's lock in those scores, everybody.
Monster Jam fans, the Princess of Carnage. Yeah, look at her. One of our young Monster Jam fans. She's been cheering on Brianna Mahan this entire event. Holding her plushie, rocking her Scooby-Doo t-shirt. Let's see what you guys thought. Scores are locked in. Judgeszone.com. Let's see what you guys thought of Brianna Mahan, Scooby-Doo, 8.084. So second place currently in Monster Jam Freestyle. Really respectable score from the Princess of Carnage herself. 5 competitors down. And the next one making his way onto the track is the Black and Green Wrecking Machine.
That was Weston Anderson, Gravedigger. Albuquerque, make some noise! And then lock in those scores.
I'm a little bit speechless right now. Big air. That butt kicker right there on the video board. Kicks it into reverse. Back BKT tires. Backward somersault. Does the same. Continues on. Rips that Gravedigger truck apart. As he is soaring through the air. Monster Jam fans. Weston Anderson. Gravedigger. Score to beat right now, 8.940, which is Megalodon. The score for Gravedigger is 9.480. New leader, new score to beat. Two trucks remain in Monster Jam Freestyle. It's time to unleash the dragon!
Make some noise for Cody Saucier, Dragon. You got to score, everybody. You got to turn your screams into scores. There he is.
If you thought that was a fiery freestyle, make sure that you guys are scoring accurately and fairly at judgeszone.com. Big air stoppies. Wow moments. He's throwing those dragon spikes into the crowd right now. Let's see what you guys thought. A 7.428. Again, a 7.428 for Cody Saucier in Dragon. One truck remaining. Can he take the freestyle win? Remember, this driver is also in contention for the BKT Overall Event Championship. It's Devin Winfield, Velociraptor! Giving him a moment to refire that Monster Jam truck. Got it. Pausing for a second, just remember, Monster Jam fans, please do not breach our safety holds. The gray and red plastic are there for your protection. We do ask that you please do not breach them at any time. Otherwise, we will have to pause the event. Eager for our freestyle competition to continue, and it looks like he is getting the signal to refire and continue on with the freestyle run.
That will do it, unfortunately, for Devin Winfield in Velociraptor. Let's show him some love. And then let's go ahead and lock in our scores at judgeszone.com, everybody.
Yeah, you can see it up there, the super glue glued to the action replay. That truck hiked up on the side two BKT tires. He gave a valiant effort, though, trying to save it and put it back on all four BKT tires. Got a great jump in at the very beginning of that freestyle run. Saw some nice air from Devin Winfield in Velociraptor, but tough break with the rollover. But remember, he does still qualify for a score. Let's take a look at the video board, a 6.322 for Devin Winfield. But that means the winner of the Monster Jam Freestyle, Weston Anderson, Gravedigger. Now that is 8 more points added to the score in pursuit of the BKT Overall Event Championship, but was it enough? We're going to add it up. 4 in the JCB Racing Competition, 8 in the Two Wheel Skills Challenge, 8 in the Freestyle Competition for a total of 20 points. Your BKT Overall Event Champion is that black and green wrecking machine, Weston Anderson, Gravedigger. It's for you. Let's hear it for one more time, Albuquerque. Another BKT Overall Event Championship win in his hands. The one and only Weston Anderson, Gravedigger.
Weston Anderson, you've got this prize piece of metal. It's been a journey, but you have had quite the successful weekend here in Albuquerque.
Absolutely, man. You know, I knew Albuquerque, they were going to be wild. I didn't think they were going to be this wild, man. It's been with super loud crowds all weekend. They've had our back all weekend long, man. So I just got to say thank you. That freestyle was for you guys.
Until you come back to Albuquerque, which who knows when that might be, what final words would you have to say to your fans here?
Man, I just got to thank you guys for coming out here, supporting us for 44 years. Team Gravedigger, man. It's these awesome fans filling these seats week in and week out that keep us going, keep that legacy afloat, baby. So I want to thank you guys for every nut and bolt on our truck and every shingle on our roof. That was Monster Jam!
Well, Monster Jam fans, that will do it for the final event of the weekend here in Albuquerque. We hope you guys had as much fun as we did. On behalf of Taylor Olivia, I'm Christina Moore, and all of us here at Feld Entertainment, Albuquerque, that was Monster Jam! Thank you, everyone! right.